Hello, hello. It's Wednesday night, finally halfway there. The work week is almost over, I think. Almost there. So close. So close. I'm so damn tired yet again, but here I am. I'm just wanting to play more Final Fantasy, god damn it. Especially after yesterday, just that epic battle. Oh shit. It was so damn awesome being able to see and fight Bahamut. Um Absolute blast of a fight. I didn't expect it to be so long, that fight, but it was damn cool. I'm so glad that we got to that point so quick. After what seemed like a couple nights worth of just walking back and forth between certain places and just chat, yap. No action, barely, barely fought any kind of monsters or anything. Um, so I don't know what tonight is gonna bring, but you know what? Torgal needs to be fed and also petted today. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next few hours, maybe. I don't know. But I just definitely wanted to play more Final Fantasy tonight. Just I've been loving the game so damn much. Um, and yeah, that art book, I was taking a kind of a sneak peek of what was inside that art book for the game, and yeah, I want it even more now. I really want to buy it, so that might even happen this weekend, if anything. Um, it looks too damn good not to buy. And the other thing I remembered today, apparently, was that the new Zelda game is apparently releasing tonight. I totally forgot that that was even coming out, to be honest. But I'm also really excited about that one. Because, growing up, Zelda was the shit. I can't I don't even remember just how many times that I played Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. Oh my god, that game was just man, it brings back so much memories, and I'm so glad to see that this newer Zelda game that's coming out is more. I mean, it has that 3D look, but it's more of the top-down kind of classic old school Zelda. Hey, Onigiri, how are you? Welcome. Um, but Zelda, oh my god, it just brings back so memory, and I honestly forgot that. Yeah, I honestly forgot it was even coming out like this week. And apparently I did pre-order it, so it's coming. I didn't get the digital one. I had the physical copy coming, but I literally just got the tracking email for that, and apparently it's not coming until Monday. So I'm like, oh man, what a way to ruin my weekend, right? Um, but yeah, I definitely want to play that. So cool. I guess in this game you play as Zelda. Apparently, actually Link that needs to be rescued this time around. So that's an interesting twist, to be sure. Um, but just really excited that that is coming out. Yeah, I just did not realize that it was that soon. I remember when they announced it, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Okay, let me pre-order it." And then, well, lo and behold, it's coming out tonight, apparently. So definitely something to look for. Um, Maybe after I'm done playing Final Fantasy, maybe that will be the next kind of longer game that I end up playing. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, but I know for a fact that I will have a blast playing it, and probably so will a lot of other people getting the game. I'm so jealous for the people that will actually be playing it at some point tonight, whenever they release it. Maybe it's actually out already, like on digital, but so jealous. And I can't believe my copy is not coming until Monday. Apparently, I thought I got release date delivery, but apparently not. Um, so that goes out of the window. But again, as far as tonight, more Final Fantasy. Just super stoked. I have no idea what the story is gonna bring after that gigantic fight. Maybe it's more kind of the busy task, talking to people and stuff. But we shall see. We shall see. Let me get the game started really quick, and then we'll get the show on the road. Let's see. Yep. I got it. Cool. Okay, okay. So what? I have to speak to Otto now, apparently. Yeah, a lot happened yesterday. A lot of dead people. Let's just say that. Did not expect that, but
Did you see the pair
totally,
that got hauled into Tyre?
totally, I guess, expected for such a violent story. Definitely felt like Game of Thrones yesterday.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I know. Bye-bye, Annabella and Olivier.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
I hear a chocobo making
Oh,
noises
no,
in the
I'm
background.
just a messenger.
It's very faint, but
I'll
it's
leave
like
the
right
scheming
there.
to those more
It sounds so
suited to the
cute.
task.
Or no, that's the
Could be
Moogle.
that
That's the
Lady
Moogle
Vivian
sound.
and Old Tomes have their
It sounds so
own
cute.
thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
That like
I
squeak,
suppose not.
just that squeaky noise that they make. Oh, I really want like a plush Moogle, like that looks exactly like this. That would be so cool. Oh my god, there's so many hunts. Oh, there's a rank S. Holy, wow. Definitely need to get around doing these hunts. A lot of money, a lot of renown, but I'll run into them when I run into them, I guess. Yeah, I definitely like the design of this Moogle for sure. It just looks so cuddly.
No one
Just want to hug it all day long.
Of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I'm trying to remember though.
don't
I think it
know.
was like Final
But I am
Fantasy
certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine
13, like
facts.
3, like the third one of that series. I think that one actually had a, if I'm remembering correctly, I think that one had a Moogle too. But I felt like
Beneath
it was a
these
bit
darkened skies,
quirky because of the
fear and
voice that
confusion
that
reign
they
over
gave it.
Valisthea.
It kind of threw
The
me
lands
off because
around
it
the
had
fallen
like
mother crystals had
a
already
really
begun to
strange
wilt
voice.
for
It
want
just
of
didn't
ether.
seem to fit the
Not
Moogle
like
for that
this.
game.
Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of
But
rock.
everything about that one,
And
like
those that hang from
13.3,
the
that was
people's
like
necks
really weird.
cast nary a glimmer
That
of
game.
light
It was
to
just
keep the
super
dark at
weird
bay.
compared to the other
It is
ones.
only a
It
matter
was
of
just
time before
very
the common
strange.
folk convince themselves
But hey, I
and the
like
days
playing
is
dress
upon
up
us.
with lightning though.
Yet I fear a swift end.
That was my
is
favorite
more
part,
than we can
and that
hope
was probably
for.
everybody's favorite part, was just
While
dressing
most
up
of the
lightning
world
in all
thirsts
these
for
different
ether,
like dresses
The
and stuff.
remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall
I
of
feel like
Drake's
after destroying
fan,
so many of these mother
leaving
crystals,
their
the whole world
beloved
is just in
republic
shambles
to
now.
crumble.
Everything is in
New
fact
meanwhile
crumbling,
moves in
as she said.
earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos.
Everything is just
It would
messed up.
seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal.
I imagine that there's a
Without the
lot more
protection of their
casualties
nations, it
after
will
every
fall
single
to the
battle
people
than
to
they actually
defend
show.
themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only
Probably
ever
like
going to
hundreds of
end one
thousands of
way.
people just dead.
Defending a
It's
farmhouse
basically like a
against the
gigantic. I feel like it's a
bandit
gigantic
is
like
one thing,
Godzilla fight,
but
more
pitchforks
or
and
less.
palisades
Everything's
will do
just
little
in
to stall
ruins.
an army's advance. Should the king of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
And welcome, Shin. Has everybody had a good day today? Mine was kind of but that's why I'm playing Final Fantasy. I just need something positive. I need something positive in my life at the moment. And I'm tired.
Is a
It's
storm coming
been a
soon?
long day.
Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to argue.
Oh,
the
it
obvious.
rained for you?
This fallen
God,
has
I
disturbed
would
the heavens.
love for it to rain.
That, I believe, is a question the fallen might
Because
be
it
better
was,
placed
it's
to
still
answer
like
than I.
so hot in my area. It's still like
And
in the
on the
90s.
sixth day, did the gods
It's just
tear
hot.
the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful
And then
sons
because
and
the
daughters?
room that I'm usually in is the
But I
room
dare
that
say you remember your
faces
childhood
the
lessons on the sins of
kind of
Telemachus
afternoon
only too
evening
well.
sun, like directly.
He's
So it's facing
connected.
west, basically. So it's
Doctor
facing
was one of
that
the gods
sun.
responsible.
It gets so damn
He has
hot, like
certainly
even with the
exhibited
fans and
powers that
stuff,
we
and
mortals
like
would
the shades
associate with the
down,
divine.
like it just gets stuffy. So I'm
There
like
is nothing divine
pretty
about it.
miserable at the moment. I cannot
He wouldn't be
wait
the first
for
god
the
of whom
cooler
that could be
temperatures
said
to
now,
come.
would
I
he?
cannot wait. It would make
As for the
streaming
fairy tales that
so
tell
much
of the
more
Thames,
comfortable for me, to
there
be
is
honest.
almost nothing in the way
Like
of
the
actual
AC is
historical
not
accounts.
helping me at
Had I
all.
the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope.
Thank you,
Certainly
thank
not,
you.
because there is nothing to forgive.
Yeah, it needs to rain.
Even
I mean,
without
I'm
the
not a
journal,
fan
you
of rain,
provided us
but
ample
I mean, at
wisdom.
this point, it's just I need the
And
cooler
we will
weather.
always be grateful for it.
I would love the cooler
Perhaps
weather.
Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive, one
Three?
on the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach.
A
has put the wind
Kashik?
up Isabel and her lot.
Those Akashic monsters have
forget
reached that
Dalamil.
far?
Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
Just Clive and Jill can save everybody? That's it?
I'm ready when you are, Clive.
The messages from Martha, Isabel, and Lubor weren't long.
Alright, here we go. Where should we go first? So there's 3 areas. Martha's Rest, Northreach, and Dalamil. I guess we'll just do Dalamil first. Ah, this guy again.
Sid. Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle.
Hey,
Should I
she's
be worried?
she's mine. Don't you dare hit on her.
You
I
haven't
will
been
kill you.
introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say
That a dead
we've
body?
yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Down the rabbit hole.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Well, that's horrible. Jeez.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you.
I think there's
Any more of
bigger
this and I'll throw
problems
you out myself.
to worry about at
Come
this
back
point.
when you're ready to talk like adults.
Bye-bye, children. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so.
Easy. Just
For
kill
all
them.
our sakes.
Very simple. The solution is violence. Oh. Here you go, Torgal. That's his daily pet. Daily pet of the day.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how.
But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
I'm inclined to agree with
A
Jill
recipe for
on that one.
disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
You make it sound so
Victor,
easy.
pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
All right.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in
The
Free
Red
Cities.
Wings. Haven't they
pleasure,
used
my
that
lady.
name in another Final Fantasy?
Pleasure is all mine.
Or again,
As I
am I
told you,
confusing that with something
I
else?
summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about
I
a
felt like the
contract.
Red Wings had something to
Victor
do with
says you told him
airships
no,
in another
that
Final
there
Fantasy.
aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than
Final
you
Fantasy IV?
yourself?
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds
Absolutely
about right.
not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid.
I'm sure there were a
Well
lot
played,
of
my
other
lady.
names that I probably missed. That probably referenced something else.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Excuse
Lord
me?
Underhill. At your service.
Lord Underhill?
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord.
I don't think she's buying
You
it.
were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
Speaking of Final Fantasy IV,
All
was that the
right.
one with,
If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it.
you know, Kane and, what was it, Cecil and Rosa? Is that the right one? I think it was. Otherwise known as Final Fantasy II.
Thank you,
Right?
Clive.
For
Your
the West.
performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired
Because that one I
effect.
absolutely
Now, my
love. I
scout
played
should be
that one
returning
over
shortly.
and over as
Meet me
well.
back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
The music is so awesome in that one, especially too. I love the music in Final Fantasy
Not
IV.
convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
And there have been so many like remakes or like, I remember for like what the,
To defend what little we
was it for like 3DS or I don't know. I felt like they remade that one multiple times.
We need a plan.
I gotta go this way. Yeah, I just really love the story of Final Fantasy IV. But apparently the original release, known as Final Fantasy II, I guess the translation wasn't all that good. I mean, I was pretty little playing it, but you know, I still love the story. But I guess the translation wasn't exactly what it should have been, or something. Like there was it was either censorship or there was just like mistranslation
news,
or
Sid.
something about that.
Both
But I think
Conrad
they
and
fixed
Atelier
it for
somewhat
later
gracefully
releases,
accepted their new
like on
roles.
the DS or
With
3DS
time,
or whatever.
they may even learn to
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
Is anybody gonna
What is the
clean up
rest?
that dead body in the back there, in the middle of the courtyard?
Rest, my friend.
I feel like
The
somebody
city
should
shall fight.
clean that up.
Together. Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk.
Just 6 bandits? Just 6? That's
I'll
it?
take that one.
They're joking, right?
They need to overwhelm us. Get him!
That wasn't too bad.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Okay, so I think we've saved the day. For Dalamil, at least. Oh, they did clean up the dead body. That was about time. They're just kind of leaving it there in the courtyard.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight.
This guy is so sneaky.
considerably better
I
than
feel
you
like he's
act.
always up to
I'll
something.
take that as a compliment.
Like there's just something about him. All right. 2 more areas. Let's see. Where do we want to go now? What's this one? Oh, Martha Thrust. Yeah, he's a sneaky merchant, that's for sure.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue. And there's no telling when they might be back. That sword hand, Sid.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
That's crazy that those type of
Those guys are
mobs
what
reach
happened.
like
Not
that
long
far
after they
that far
fell
out
dark,
into
we had our
towns.
first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest.
The Fallen
Let the
Gate?
men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
All right, let's
Do you
kick
think
some
they're as many as
Akashic
Martha
ass.
says?
More.
Pretty close.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you? Them not. Not a chance. Barricades we've set up around the town won't hold it.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Oh. Get him, Torgal. Oh, that was quick. Wow. I was expecting like a bigger mob like the last fight.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Short and easy
And to
quest.
think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack
Oh,
of
there's
Akashics
more?
snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look
Right.
after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Oh, time to kick more ass. What's this guy selling?
Anything catch your eye?
Platinum. Oh, still the old stuff. Oh, but he does have more music tracks. Ooh, I'll get these cheap ones.
Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much. Much obliged. There you go. Thanks very much.
I bet you there's like an achievement for getting
well.
like every single track. There must be. That's a lot of gil though.
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Torgal's a good boy.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
What? Oh, it's a turtle.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
we can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Get him!
Oh, these crabs are pretty easy. Poor turtle. I kind of feel bad. Oh, more? Really? The turtle's getting bullied? Is he though? Is he? I think he's bullying me. I'm just defending myself. See, look at that. He just knocked me down. I'm trying to defend myself. Oh, ouch. Better make turtle soup out of this thing. Bye-bye, turtle. Bye-bye.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet
We're
again,
all good.
you pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
What? Even
Always.
more? Wow.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Let's warp back. Man, is Clive gonna get compensated for doing all of this? He's literally like saving the entire town all by himself. Oh no, what are these? Goblins?
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Oh, Akashic Chocobos. What?
Get him.
Poor things. That's pretty horrible. Like just wow.
Something's coming.
Oh, this thing again.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Oh, he's really gonna help? Okay. Now it's done, right? Or is there something even bigger?
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
You sure?
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
So there is more. Or will be more.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter
But yeah,
of
that
if
was
the Horde
pretty.
moves back,
That was pretty horrible.
but when.
That
And
the
whether that's sooner or
chocobos
later, we'll need to be ready.
became one of those things.
The inn here affords a good view of the land.
I didn't
and is
expect
easily
that.
defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Hooray! Second one done. One more to go. A guardian scarf? Oh, something for Clive's room. Cool.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire?
Whoa.
I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
That's a big ask, buddy.
I'm sorry to
I don't
disappoint you, Oscar.
I don't
I'm
know if I have
sure
that
no
time.
longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
One of the requirements of becoming Clive Skyer is that they need to be as good looking as him.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed
That's
me.
one of the requirements.
I would not have it any other way. I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
Isn't that right, Torgal? Got to be good looking. Yeah, see? Even Torgal agree. See? Torgal knows. Northreach.
First we find Isabel.
That's part of the training. Get the pet and hug Torgal all day long.
The bloke saying he saw ghosts on the
It
far
helps
side of the
it
wall.
helps build character you know?
Then a wall won't stop them.
This, oh, the veil.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
Then we're next.
But come on, everybody loves Torgal. Who wouldn't want to pet him all day? Come on.
I can't do it. But you can.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls.
I wonder if the Akashic in general were inspired by the Game of Thrones like white what was it, the White Walkers? Because they all had like blue eyes and stuff too. I wonder if that was the inspiration. Makes me wonder.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Okay, Onigiri, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of the night.
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this
Bye-bye.
very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Clive X Jill X Isabel. I'm sure that's a thing too.
I can't entirely blame the men of the
She's
garrison.
like the mistress of this town, basically. The head mistress.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
We do deserve this.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme.
Oriflamme.
We just passed Moor when Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
War. Ooh, that's far.
It took off the captain's head. Before we...
Is there easier? I guess I have to go up here.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
I have to say that that castle in the background, the architecture is very interesting.
Let's go.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Should I climb?
Save your strength.
Actually, this reminds me. I still haven't checked out the Bahamut skills yet. I should equip it to see what it looks like. Oh.
Get him.
Ouch. Oh, finally.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we
Are
should
we
let Isabel
are we
know.
sure? That's it? Just that one fight? Kind of surprised.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, my lady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts, for now at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Oh. It sounds like they need to get a room.
If you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I am
Definitely
foolish
something
enough to
between
believe
those
that this
two.
has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Wow, it really was just that one battle. Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, 3 out of 3 now. Ooh, and a level. Nice.
Our friend seemed to...
Yeah, let me see those. Let me see the Bahamut skills. I totally forgot. I was just so excited to play tonight that I just forgot that I even gained like new powers and stuff. Wings of Light. So this casts Mega Flare. Okay. Impulse. Summon multiple spheres of light that upon striking an enemy deal it continuous damage, binding it to the spot. A Flare Breath? Oh. Breathe forth a plume of light aspected flame that both nullifies magic and deals continuous damage. That's interesting. And Satellite. Summon multiple light aspected familiars that attack any enemy on which Clive uses magic. Oh, that seems a little bit harder to use. Oh, okay. And then, oh, Giga Flare. Fires a massive beam of overcharged light that burns any enemy it hits. Hmm. Okay, well, I'll get this one just because it's only 100 points. Oh, I want that Giga Flare though. Then, what do I want? Impulse? Flare Breath? Wings of Light. Oh, I don't even have enough points for that. Oh man, what do I want? Flare Breath, Impulse, or Wings of Light? Let's go with... Let's go with Impulse first. Let's see what the deal is with that. Oh, is there no way to copy this whole thing? Okay, well. Get rid of Phoenix for now. And we'll equip Giga Flare. Alright, look. Let's see what it's like on the next fight.
Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest. Fetch!
Right, Torgal? We're gonna try Bahamut. Hope it's good. You would think Bahamut is like super strong, right? You would think so at least. Let's see if that holds true for this game.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for more crystals.
Actually, that's a good question.
Still in chaos.
We never really got to see like his actual body. So he either is still alive or he disintegrated in that fight.
We knew this was going to happen
last night.
Well, not the
I honestly
biggest
have no
guy's
idea.
part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess yourself.
Right? Because I don't. Yeah, they never really showed like his body. I mean, we defeated him,
Brothers awake.
but did they? I don't remember. Is that what happened? They did pick up his body?
So it was not Sylvester,
I don't remember that.
Olivier, who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned
Maybe
of
they
this,
did.
he sought to slay the fiend.
So if that's the case, then well, we don't know. Maybe he's still
Only
alive.
for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
8 elements?
Clive.
You are different. You're special.
Oh, Clive is like the holder of all elements. It's crazy.
But they do not end there.
He is literally becoming like the strongest person in this
Goes
entire
against
universe.
everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you.
It is interesting though that they're using the name Ultima as seemingly, I guess, the main bad guy of this entire game. When Ultima, I guess in previous games, was just like one of the most powerful spells, right? That you can cast. I don't think they've ever used the name for a person. I don't think.
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But I could be wrong. I don't know.
You should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav.
What? What's
An
wrong
army
with Gav?
of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
More Akashic.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
Oh, I guess we're going on a journey.
Exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua,
Oh,
Bennett
he's-
is where you should be bound.
He's joining us? That's cool.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you.
He'll be fine. He's the Phoenix after all.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust she'll be waiting for me in Tabor.
There's more side quests. Oh, there's a lot of side quests. What? Okay, well,
Finally introduce you.
I guess we could
Tyre's
do
right,
some.
Your brother is in no condition to travel.
See, there's one all the way over there. Oh my god.
That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
This town needs some travel points. Is that up or down? Down.
All this fuss over a few dark clouds.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's
Oh.
about this alembic.
When Clive just said that, he sounded a bit annoyed. He was like, let's hear it.
Bung in a solution, you
He was
won't
like, oh man,
split it,
not
and
again.
it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is
Yeah,
why
you really can't at
I've
this
been
point.
looking
It's
for
just like, oh
something to
man,
filter the
not
liquid
another
that will be
one.
cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
He's not getting paid enough to do any of this.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief.
Bomb
Gave me a
ash?
sample she'd obtained from the university stores.
I feel like I already have
Couldn't
some bomb
believe
ash.
My eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll
Yes.
see what I can do.
Of course.
kindly.
I
And
love
good
fighting
hunting, eh?
balls of flames. all day long. I love that. That's my job. I fight giant balls of flame all day long. I eat them for breakfast, apparently. But don't tell anybody that. It's a secret. Okay, what other things do I need to do? Oh, so far.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
See what? See what? What? See what? Was there something out there?
Will we ever see the sun again? It seems the hideaway is lost.
Blasted!
Let's change this track. I don't even know what all these tracks are. I feel like owning the actual soundtrack would be pretty cool too, the OST.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people
Do
wolf
they?
it down.
For
So I
Final,
thought I'd try making one
Final
of these
Fantasy
supposed
14. Oh, there's
masterpieces
probably a
myself.
lot though, for sure for Final
Had a
Fantasy
peek at the book
14.
and gave it a go,
But there've been
but,
so many
well,
expansions
it
too,
wasn't as
so I
straightforward as it
imagine
looked.
that for each
Ivan had the same
expansion,
problem.
they probably
this is
have
my
at least
blooming
one.
kitchen, and I will
And
not
then
let
I
it
guess
done.
there's
So if you
probably
don't want to be seen as playing
remixes too,
favourites, I
maybe.
suggest you lend me a hand.
Because I know Square Enix loves to do that. They do a lot of remixes, and then they do like orchestra one. They will do like, I don't know, remix like other types of remixes. They really want your money, okay?
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly.
But then
And I would be only too
the
happy to lend
sets,
you a
like the
hand.
actual physical
So,
like discs, actually look
what's
really
on the menu
nice
this
though.
time?
But they're so
Fried
expensive. Last
mortress
I
of
remember seeing,
Skyworm.
like
That's
they're
one heck
really
of a name, innit?
pricey.
Recipe seemed easy
But
enough
they
to
look
an old hand
nice.
like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T.
But the sad thing is that I
Only
don't think I have any
turns out
disc
Skyworm
players.
livers and Drake's mint
So it's just like,
are not
well,
what I thought they
I could just look at it,
At least
I
I hope
guess.
they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries.
Or I can just settle
Who's
for
to
the
say the
one like on a
ingredients even
streaming,
exist
like a
anymore?
music streaming service.
Ah, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Let's see, what other quests can I pick up? In here? Oh my god, there's two of them.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
What's the max
certainly
number of
try.
quests that I can pick
Who's
up?
gone missing this time?
It's not
I wonder.
who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Allow me to help.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Oh, what does he have?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do.
Yeah,
hope
but
we shall
speaking of
be able to
music,
sample more such marvels in due course.
the music in this game has
That's
been
actually
pretty
why
good
I'm
so
here.
far.
I don't suppose you know where I might find
It is
Skyworm
definitely
livers
tempting
and
to
Drake's
buy
meat.
like a soundtrack for this game, but
So the fabled Sandbricois
the
delicacy
price.
is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, Skyworm.
I'll just settle for the art
antiquated
book
name for the
because that's
wyvern.
more reasonable.
ground
If I can pick it up for
livers
like
being the
20 or
paste from which
25,
the
that's
mortress
that's
is
pretty
made.
reasonable. That's a
Dragon
fair
livers.
price.
How very Sandbricois.
One would have thought.
Because I swear
the
art books
disciples
used to
of
be a
Bahamut
lot more
would have a
expensive
touch
too,
more reverence for their icons'
especially
brethren,
for
but
Final Fantasy
apparently not.
games.
I
But
believe
maybe
the
it's because it's
specific
a
dragon
little bit
the
more
recipe demands
mainstream.
is the
It's a little
blue-back
bit
wyvern, said to be the
easier
very color of
to
the
get
sea
now.
beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the Drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast.
Yeah, usually it would be
Gather
something like
that
30,
one can locate
40.
the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. So I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding.
I mean, for a long time,
I may add
the only place
people
was
once
to
believed
import it,
game was
right?
best
Like you
served
couldn't
with the
just
flora
walk
that
into
sustained
a
it in
store
life.
and stuff. Like
With
you
regard,
literally had to
fried
import
mortress
it.
of Skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish
So
of the
you
time.
would be paying the retail price
if I
plus
find
whatever
the
international
other.
shipping. Like, oh man.
To Northreach then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
All right. So there's that quest, and oh, there's the reading table, and what is that? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Let's see, more letters. That's a lot of letters. Holy crap. Did I really miss that much? I apologize for what happened in Rosalith. I fear what may have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall be forever grateful. Didn't I read this one? I felt like I did. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now, and our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Sid II, I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like this. For what it is worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Rosina. Oh, this one's actual quest. Really? I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe, and by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be. Scout. Okay, let's pick that one up.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
I feel like I'm getting super overloaded with quests right now. Oh! I got a trophy for that. Nice. The pen is mightier. Greetings from the Crimson Caravans. I trust you and your party gained the Dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets and put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual rates. Eloise. Okay, cool. Cursebreaker Intelligence. Reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies cast not only a pall over the land, but over the hearts of her people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of the storm's final mother crystal. For now, the realm endures, but with each new flood do her few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is, as ever, dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. Word out of Twinside is that there's little left of the capital after the Mad Prince's royal tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage an escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but Astolos might be good to set Elle's mind at ease. Theodore. Oh, there's that good-looking guy from yesterday. Main character of a side story, right? Dramatis personae. The Guard and League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard, we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection? And those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Luber. Oh, this asshole. I should read back. Asshole. Just that. How fares the rest? The Guardians are getting along with the Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest's wall, when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic, had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you're a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. Martha. Well, how nice. The flames burn bright. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, and us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking. So as you can see, he has already learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you, Wade. How kind of him. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken the scene that we are prepared should the goals come once again calling. But I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders, just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Isabel. Oh, nice. Master Clive, I apologize for the sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, To the attending bandits in the back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, freely come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my full predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford. Okay. All right, let's answer this one.
Rutherford? Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
All right. There is one more quest. This is pretty damn crazy. Oh, does he have upgrades?
So, will it be?
Ooh, he does have an upgrade. Brightburn. Oh, that sounds awesome. Ooh. Yeah, let's do it.
You a good while.
What else does he have? This is all the same. Diamond armlets? Yeah, sure. We'll pick that one up.
Say so myself. That it? Fine.
Let's see. What does this sword look like? It looks okay. I still like that one weapon though. What was it? The 11 bolt? That one was sick. Because it was black colored. It had like the purple, like lines and stuff and tint. It looks so cool. This one looks better than that other blade. What was it? A diamond blade? Looks pretty cool though. Not bad.
What am I gonna do?
Are you okay, man? Do you need some help? An eye for an eye.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than
I
usual.
worry about this guy sometimes.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's
Always so worried.
It's all right. You can tell
Glowy weapons? I wonder how many glowy weapons there are in this game. I'm curious what the ultimate weapons in these games look like.
Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits.
I can only
and
imagine that they
cutthroats and
probably
that.
look really
I mean,
cool.
she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Oh, I'm not afraid of a lashing.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Guess I'll walk back there and do part of that quest. On balance. I have so many quests and it's not even listing it all anymore.
We're all gonna die. You hear me?
That's crazy.
What do you reckon we should do?
What are these kids up to? They break it.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
Busted.
We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Kids again,
Miss Mididol.
causing so much trouble.
Why would she have you dismember
Always
her
the kids.
creations?
Always the kids.
That's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done. Carry on.
What?
about that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Just
Speak for yourself.
Just do it backwards.
Everything goes at the bottom.
Right?
Then...
How hard can it be?
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body.
No, Clive is a
Its role is
teacher.
to support everything else. But what of the others?
What part will you inspect? The arms, hands, gear. Does it matter which one?
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
How cool would it be to actually have
Wally uses them in the
Clive
kitchen
teach you things?
to fry bangers.
Like in real life,
These
that
aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing
I'm sure
stuff.
most people wouldn't be paying
What
attention
if
to
I
his
wanted to
lessons.
weigh goods?
They'll be paying attention to
Think you
something
fit on
else,
that
I'm
little
sure.
thing?
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad
Exactly.
idea. You
See, that was pretty easy.
It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Or what?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid?
Hairs?
Are you almost ready?
Wait,
A little more help from Miss Midadol
you mean
and Miss Shirley.
ears, right?
I'd say it won't be long at all.
Or is it actually hairs?
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hairs. Okay. Oh, that.
Hey,
that.
look. We never used the cogwheel.
Wait,
You
what?
don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Nah. Nah, we're okay. We're okay. You don't need the cogwheel. Look at how quickly Clive was just like walking away. It's like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought.
Sure. I
Or
fixed the
Parts
scales.
of them, at least.
Sure.
They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully, she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
You mean her hairs?
And her father's.
Her
I
hairs.
see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs.
Really?
She's working to give them a better life.
I don't
So
get.
should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
I don't get that impression
Why, you've
of
given them
Mid.
far more than that.
At least
and
not
I'm
the way
sure
that
they're
she's
very
describing
grateful.
it. I mean, she's smart. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I don't get the impression she's like that. Okay. Think. Oh, I had to turn that one in.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Yep. Definitely a
Lady
sign
Karen.
I never knew about her.
How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
A bloody popoto?
Asking.
What's a bloody
Out of
popoto?
interest. All right.
Popoto.
I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh. Are
Oh,
ya?
Popoto?
And who
Well,
was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil
well, apparently not.
exploits?
The correct
I didn't exactly hear
the
firsthand.
correct pronunciation is
All
as
I
she
know
said it.
is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
Calm down.
You're right,
Don't
Lady Karen.
don't get her
I
angry.
apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Don't mess with this old lady. She means business.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into...
What?
Fires? I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I will?
I suppose it is.
Huh. Alright, let's see what this quest is.
Clive.
Oh yeah, his letter.
That's why I'm here.
Why is he talking like that?
Otto might be listening. Is this better?
Why is this so secret?
Little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can
What?
straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
What?
There you are!
You're a fraud.
Surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
5 million? Each?
5 million.
Oh shit.
Each. They lent us the money
Damn.
we used to rebuild the hideaway, you
Oh my
see?
God.
And, well, I must have made some sort of
That
oversight.
he made it sound like it was,
Those
you
ledgers
know,
were my responsibility.
a much smaller
It was
amount.
my
Oh
decision
my
to
god.
entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No.
Oh, thank God for the rich uncle.
And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean.
What kind of
And I reckon
rocks?
15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
Can I
I just hope our associates
can I
eyes
keep
are a
one
bit
of these
more
rocks?
discerning than
I would
yours.
very much like that.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
This guy.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really?
Will she though?
No.
5 million gil? I don't know. I don't think that old lady will understand. She will kill you. Sorry, buddy. All right, let's finally head out of town and damn, that's a lot of areas. Oh, Anna's locked out. Wow. So it's forcing me to progress through the story. Okay, well, I can do that. Across Jit Echoes? Let's do it. Oh. So happy. Living the good life. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The 4 of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right.
Aw.
I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Oh, there was a quest there too. Jeez.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Oh, I think we will finally. Oh, this is one of the skills. Wait, what? Wait, what did that do? I didn't see it do anything. How do I use that skill? Multiple spheres of light. Oh. Wait. Okay, I guess. Where is it telling me to go? What? Oh, right.
Take a while. Get him!
Oh, there we go. Um. That's interesting. So I feel like I was doing more damage with the Phoenix skill. Or I mean the Ifrit skill.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
Yeah, what was back there?
She's
Nice.
strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Hey, do. Where are you off to now, then?
Aw, chocobo.
Bound for
I
the
really
free
wish I could
cities,
pet the
perhaps?
chocobos.
Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the moment.
You don't look too good.
You're injured.
Yeah, for sure.
What happened
The,
here?
the scritches.
Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Oh god. Is he gonna die?
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Cougar.
Rest well, soldier.
Huh.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Yep, they probably are. It's kind of blue
Another
colored over there.
They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
Y'all pretty strong. I'm gonna try that other Bahamut skill. This one seems kind of odd. Either I'm not doing it right or it's just was super odd. Let's do the flare breath.
Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Wait, where is he? Oh yeah? I don't see that guy. Where is there a person? I don't even... Oh, right here.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Yay! One quest down.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
That scar.
Hmm. Have I fought you before?
Oh, you're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you
Oh
killed my
no,
brothers.
don't do this,
I was there
buddy.
in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
Don't
My war
do
with
this.
Kuka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Look at that voice acting work. Wow. The emotion. The anger. He can barely stand. Fine if you insist. Oh man. So the choice is walk away or kill him. Fine if you insist.
Fine. If you insist.
For Tyson!
But take all your money. Take all of it. Oh. Did I?
You're in no fit state to fight.
Then this should be easy for you. Come on.
Kill me!
For what? The sins of
Did
your
you now?
master. You and I have no quarrel, and I will not strike a man who cannot defend himself.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
You don't want to do that, buddy. You definitely don't want to do that. Because I will kill you next time, okay? I will kill you. Alright, let's go to the next story marker.
we're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Don't bother the chocobos, Torgal.
Fetch!
They're sleeping.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Oh, what's this guy have?
Are you buying or selling?
Diamond sword. Silken sash. Oh, it's all the same stuff. Hmm.
Go safely.
I feel like I fleshed 100 skins today.
Stay focused, will you? One slip of that.
Why is this place empty? What?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
That's Joshua's girlfriend. Your future sister-in-law.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline
She does look
Dominion
like
the
she
night
can
of
kick
her
some
fall.
ass in a fight, though.
It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Meanwhile, the Agora. What are these old guys mumbling about?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Not quite. How dare you?
What? What was that?
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
Is he though?
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if
I don't think he really cares about
we
you.
would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
I still don't know what this white-haired guy's deal is. Still think there's a lot we don't know about him. Oh! I want his weapon. Holy shit.
Pathetic
I definitely want
creatures.
his weapon. That was cool.
That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
I guess that's to be expected for Odin's
The girl
dominant,
is still
right?
here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
The tapestry?
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here.
Interesting.
What is it?
It is old, ancient, even.
That's the
Most
same.
remains of the
It's the
faith
same
it
artwork
represents,
that we've
save
seen
what can be gleaned from
near the
image
other mother
itself.
crystals.
None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient. as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Aw. That was cute.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
Definitely a love connection there. Most definitely. If they don't get together by the end of this game, I'll be very upset.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to
See,
let her go.
even Clive knows. Even Clive knows. Oh my god, another quest? Are you serious?
Opportunity beckons. Who among you?
Wow.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because
Left
I have
and
a
left
mind
and
to
right,
make a
these
killing.
quests.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. That an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Corral.
Totally aware.
Dread Evis
Totally
are
aware.
aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
That sounds far. Then another. Whoa. Oh. Who's that?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him.
He looks so suspicious, though. I don't know. It's the cloak and the way he's talking. Like I don't quite trust you, but I guess if Joshua trusts you.
Members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No, you are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, it just seems like one big cult, right? Yeah, I had the same impression.
Range bedfellows, Joshua.
Wait, it says there's a quest over there.
Stand back, friend. You don't want to get this stuff on you, believe me.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystal scratches.
You!
Hey, you.
No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Yes. Of course.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Alright. More quests. I feel like I'm completing one quest and then I pick up like 3 more. Kind of crazy how they're just throwing all of these quests all of a sudden. crazy. But yeah, no, that's definitely a lot of quests. But at the same time, it doesn't. Oh, these areas are open now. Okay, well, that's a lot of tasks. I think for now though, um, I'm I'm gonna call it a night. I am pretty tired. Yeah, I didn't think there would be a massive or kind of major
How are those
event
new boots treating
happening
you?
tonight.
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow.
There. Oh, really? There's specific side quests that are needed for the DLC. Wow. So they're interesting. So they're kind of forcing you to really do these side quests. I mean, I've been enjoying the side quests again, mainly because it's been kind of giving you additional kind of insight and details to various characters and like the lore or history of the game. I think that's been pretty cool. Definitely more worthwhile than a lot of side quests in other games. Because again, a lot of side quests in other games just like, oh, collect here and oh, here's your 1,000 gold, and then that's it. It's just like you don't remember it. It doesn't elaborate upon anything else. Um, but you actually learn a lot from these quests. I'm really surprised, and it's pretty cool. It's definitely adding to the immersiveness so far that I've been feeling and experiencing with this game. So that's definitely been really cool. So I don't mind doing these quests. I'm just surprised that they're suddenly tossing so many all at once. So that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna try and see if I can stream again just to play a little bit more of Final Fantasy tomorrow night, if anything. If I mean, if that does not happen, then for sure on Friday, we're gonna do yet another spooky or slash kind of horror game of some sort. Um, we'll we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But definitely tune into that if you have time on Friday night. I think that will be once again pretty entertaining. If anything, something to keep you up at night, maybe. But until then, thank you everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it so much. And I'll catch you all next time. Okay. Have a good rest of the night, everybody. Good night. Bye bye.